So we'll start the test with you, Sagar. We'll start with part one. I'll give you a topic and you have to describe each and every question. I'll ask questions one by one. Now let's talk about the restaurants in your hometown. The first question is, are the restaurants in your hometown good or bad? Why?
Yes, there are many restaurants in my hometown, such as Mexican, Italian, Chinese, as well as Gujarati restaurant, and they are all good because they provide hygienic food and they maintain the cleanliness in the restaurant. So I always prefer to go in restaurant and try the different food.
How do these restaurants compare to those elsewhere in your country?
Can you
Yeah, I'll.
repeat, please?
Yes, I will. How do these restaurants compare to those elsewhere in your country?
Okay. There are several restaurants in my country, but if I compare my hometown restaurants with other part of countries, then there are several big global chain like McDonald's, Domino's. They are providing vast good services than compared to my hometown because it is very small and they are huge in kind of branches and customer services.
Okay. Is there much variety in the types of food these restaurants have?
Yes, as I earlier said, that there are a variety of foods available in town, and they serve continental like Mexican, Italian, Chinese, and Indian food also.
Okay. Now let's move on our talk about photocopying. Do you do much photocopying? Why or why not?
In my day-to-day life, I do not do much photocopy because I always work on email and soft copy basis. So I do not need to do the photocopy. But whenever I require, I do photocopy and I use it as a hard copy material.
Did you do more or less photocopying in the past?
Uh, Certainly, I have done lots of photocopies because I was studying in the college, and at that time, I have to do photocopy and read that material in my exam time.
Okay. Do photocopiers sometimes annoy you? In what ways?
Annoying you, right?
Yes.
Uh, yes, sometimes because of the inkjet, because nowadays the printers are lesser printer, but in past the printer was uh, inkjet. So sometimes it was not properly, visible the photocopy. So it was annoying me when that kind of print I got.
Okay. So this is the end of your part one. Now let's move on to part two. Here I would give you a topic. You will have 1 minute to prepare and you have to speak on this topic for 1 to 2 minutes. So are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
The topic is, describe a historical period or event that interests you.
Mhm.
You should say the exact period or event, the exact period or event, the reason it interests you, the reason it interests you, what you would
Mhm.
do or try to see there, what you would do or try to see there, and how you learned or knew about this time.
Have you learned?
Have you learned or knew about this time? I'll repeat the question. Describe a
Okay.
historical period or event that interests you. You should say the exact period or event, the reason it interests you, what you would do or try to see there, and how you learned or knew about this event or time.
Okay.
Your 1 minute preparation time starts now. Can we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
There are many events. There are many historical events in my country, such as 15th of August, Independence Day, 26th of April, Republic Day, and 2nd of October, Gandhi Jayanti, and so on. But today I would like to talk about an event of 23rd of March, the death anniversary of Shahid Martyr Shahid Bhagat Singh. So it was a day in my school we celebrate as a Freedom Fighter Day, and there were some test competition held in my school. Uh, Also, I know about Shahid Bhagat Singh. He was brave and positive from his childhood, and also he has joined a freedom association uh, to give a freedom to the nation with defeat with the British government, and I inspire from them. I inspire from them to learn lot about the positive thing and positive attitude, and to be able to do something for the nation, and that's all. I
Okay.
can't speak more.
This is the end of your part 2. Now we would move to part 3, where I will ask you some questions related to our further discussion. The topic that I would take is change over your lifetime. Have you
Hmm.
seen much change in technology in your lifetime?
Yes, definitely. It was all paper based. When I was in school or college days, there was no technology. But nowadays, all fields are depending on the technology and computers. And I think in future also, the era will be about robotics.
Okay. Do you think these changes are good?
Yes, definitely. It is very good for the human because the previously the work is almost done by the human manually, and by using of information technology, we can do the work. Robots save the time and money also.
Has the society you lived among changed also? Has the society you lived among changed also? In what ways?
Uh, yes. If I talk about past, then society was introvert. Now society become extrovert because of the information technology and modern era. They learn a lot from the information technology and latest things. So it is a change from previous a lot now.
Okay. Do you think these changes are good? Why or why not? Related to society.
Yes, it is very good. It is very good in part of the change always makes people uh, work in a different way, and it is very good for society because they will learn the manner, they will learn how to use the technology. So it is very good for the society to adapt the new changes.
Okay. So this is the end of your speaking test. And Sagar, I would give you 6 bands. Why? Because